At least we know the Yankees manager was locked in yesterday.
Yeah, so that's kind of okay. Let's do this for the algorithm. Arch Manning, Bill Belichick, Bill Belichick, Jordan.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Beyond the Diamond, Tuesday morning after Labor Day remote recording edition. If you haven't noticed, we haven't been having recorded episodes on the channel. We've been actually going live 3 times a week. Scheduling wise, we had to get one in today, recording old school wise, but everyone tuning in, they're like, hey, where's the Beyond the Diamond boys? Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon, we have been going live on our YouTube, where you're watching this right now. So just put that on your schedule. We're doing better on getting clips from that and scheduling that to come as regular YouTube videos as well. But if you want to see the entire Beyond the Diamond episodes, that's where we've been.
Yep. Click on the live tab on YouTube, and you can see where we've. You can go back and watch the old ones if you want to.
Damn it! I've always wanted to say that. I like when channels do that. Hey, hit that subscribe button right there. Ding! And a little bell pops up.
Yeah.
The Houston Astros finish their August run, and the September Stros start off 1-0. That's glass half full. Glass half empty.
Yeah, that's 3/4 full.
Is you just went 4-3 at home against the Rockies and Angels. A week you were supposed to make hay, and as the dust settles going into September, you are sitting at 76-62 with a 3-game lead over the 73-65 Mariners and a 4.5-game lead over the white-hot South Oklahoma Texas Rangers at 72-67. And all of a sudden, it's a menage a trois in the AOS.
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Like that? I was sitting
Good
on
term.
that one was baked in. I was sitting on that one.
Good term. Moulin Rouge. Shout out.
Shout out to Moulin Rouge. Shout out to the not shout out to the bubonic plague and tuberculosis.
Jesus Christ.
Shout out to Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Great.
There you go.
Great singer.
24 games left.
24 games left.
They're at 76 wins. So
I don't know, Jeff.
They need to win 14 of those to
get to
go
90.
14 and 10. They get to 90, which is
It's feasible.
with how they've been playing. That's just continuing on the skirting by. They just got to hope that the Mariners or Rangers don't continue to be hot, and the Mariners don't all of a sudden get hot. Any one of those teams could rattle off, going 20-4.
And you kind of saw it right now with the Rangers. They've won 9 of their last 10. They're on a 6-game win streak. They've eaten their deficit to a manageable weak position, especially with 6 left with the Astros, including 3 this weekend up in South Oklahoma. But before that, obviously the Yankees are in town, who also figured it out, and they've kind of beat up on some weaker teams, and they've gotten hot in August since the last time we've seen them in the Bronx. So, you have to treat pretty much every series from here on out as playoff series. You got to take 66% of those series and stack them some way, somehow.
At least we know the Yankees manager was locked in yesterday.
Yeah, so that's kind of okay. Let's do this for the algorithm. Arch Manning, Bill Belichick, Jordan. Yeah, so if you were not just locked in on 96 hours of college football, like myself,
I wasn't even locked in and I saw it. It was everywhere.
Let me just paint this picture. This is just a broad Picasso painting. Nothing detailed at all. Just,
okay. Yeah.
You're in a sport, just a random sport. Let's just say baseball, and it's a grind. It's 162. You yourself have failed at every aspect of bringing a championship to a storied franchise.
This is not a specific example.
No, this is just a Picasso broad stroke painting. Like you just like, oh, that's abstract. Oh.
Yeah.
And the subject of this painting is known for actually doing something 30 years ago. And in this painting, it's the seat that they're sitting in is just white hot. Not even an inferno, but just white hot heat.
Yeah.
And it's been up and down. You see rocky. Oh, look, there's some rocky waters, choppy waters. And you see his squad on an island. you're like, oh wow, that's weird. Why is the captain not with his ship on this island? He's in North Carolina. Picasso knew about North Carolina, so we're talking about that.
Yeah.
And the subject matter of the painting is also from Southern California, who went to the University of Southern California, who have no ties at all. I think it's his actual son.
I think
his son is on the team.
And
is on the sidelines of this other island while his team's on this other island. And
hoodie tied around the waist. Too.
Hoodie tied around the waist. And if you don't know what's going on, Aaron Boone on an off day, granted.
I thought you were talking about Arson Bone.
Arson Bone was on the sidelines on Monday night of North Carolina versus TCU. Why his team's in Houston? Why the team did the classic dress up like cowboys and come to Houston?
Did they do that?
Yeah, they did.
Oh my god, they always fucking do that.
And
no, like, hey, we're about to go into a tough stretch. We're trying to make the playoffs.
Your season's on the line.
Let's like maybe I should bond with my team a little bit.
Hey, maybe we should lock in.
I'll go to dinner, like something to like. Nope.
Attitude reflects leadership, Captain, and you have your skipper gallivanting on the sidelines with Jordan and Bill Belichick, and
we say all that, and then they sweep us, and
they could. They're playing good baseball.
Yeah,
I would be furious if I saw Joe Espada at USC versus UCLA on the sidelines in the middle of a pennant chase.
Yeah, if you're up on the division by 15 games, you can do whatever.
You do whatever the hell you want.
But yeah, what is their current standing?
They are chasing 2.5 of first place. They could still win the East.
Yeah, they're in it. They're in it.
And they're also, I think, 3.5 out of the wild card.
Oh, they're not even in the wild card?
No, I'm saying like they could fall out of the wild card.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they're only up 3.5 on Seattle as a top wild card team.
Stuff.
If Houston does what Houston usually does against the New York Yankees, and if you see inexplicable manager decisions or lineup things that Yankee fans do,
New York media is
they're
gonna burn down.
I almost wanted like some like derecho storm to pop up randomly in Durham, where no one was injured or hurt.
He can't fly
and
back.
He couldn't fly. I wanted a scenario where they're like, you got to get on a Greyhound bus to Houston in 20 hours. It's gonna be you'll get there right up first.
That would be embarrassing.
Yeah. And granted, it was a blowout game. He probably left at halftime. Probably jumped on a private jet. He's probably slept in Houston.
That's a whole other issue over there at UNC.
But on the eve of a pretty big matchup, a pretty big, not even rivalry because it's been so one-sided, you have your skipper with a hoodie tied around his waist.
That's almost the worst part.
That's a tough look. That's like middle school when you're trying to
a grown man.
You're trying to hide. You're trying to do the
you spilled something on your lap
So that's why I'm wearing Carolina blue for Aaron Boone today.
That's why you're wearing Carolina blue.
I'm wearing Carolina blue because world-renowned alum Aaron Boone is in town. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the game tonight. I'm gonna wear North Carolina blue to support him and his endeavors on the biggest.
You gonna chirp at him? Go UNC.
I'm not gonna chirp. I never chirp.
No, you don't. You never
chirp.
But what is the actual matchup looking like this week?
Yeah, Framber Valdez versus Max Fried.
Okay.
On Tuesday.
That's a good one.
Staff ace Jason Alexander versus Will Warren. And then Thursday you have Christian Javier 2.0 versus Carlos Rondon.
Javier versus Judge again. That's going to be interesting.
So, and this is where it gets back into, we'll circle back to the Los Angeles Anaheim Angels series where they split 2-2. Your starting pitching, in my eyes, just changed the entire narrative September for me. September was very much, from my perspective, just hold on, survive, get to October.
Yeah.
What you saw out of Christian Javier, what you saw out of Spencer Arrighetti, what you saw out of Hunter Brown, and what you saw out of Luis Garcia, that pitching staff, along with Framber Valdez and along with Jason Alexander, those five deep, all of a sudden puts you in position of, hey, they had the deepest rotation in October? Oh, they got Jordan back and their lineup's extended.
Well, and then you also had AJ Bubla on there that he could just come out and pump 98 like nothing.
Yeah. All right. So I want to talk about that too. So let's talk about the Angel series.
Yes.
The live tomorrow will be mainly focused on the Yankees for the Wednesday game, Thursday game. Obviously, we'll discuss what happened today with the Framber Valdez and Max Fried start. But that starting pitching absolutely changed my entire focus for the month. Christian Javier, look back. His stuff is ticking up.
Yeah.
And I said it on the Friday live show that the recession indicator for Christian Javier was how he dealt with Taylor Ward and how he dealt with Mike Trout. Guys that are 1 for 12 and 0 for 9 off him in his career looked absolutely frazzled at the plate with this stuff. Obviously dominated the lineup enough. He looked phenomenal. Let me pull up his line. That's what you were hoping you saw from Christian Javier coming off Tommy John, but 2 months from now, not immediately.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about what did you say? The
100 inning threshold.
100 inning threshold. I mean, Dana Brown took a gamble, took a risk, said that he trusted his guys coming back from injury, and it's looking like that might pay off.
Well,
I mean, even if one of these guys falls off, like we said, you really just needed 2 of these pitchers coming back from injuries to be somewhat of a version of what they were before. And then you have Hunter Brown, Framber Valdez, and those 2 guys, and that's your playoff rotation. And so far, every one of them has shown a flash that they can be who they need to be.
100%.
So, every one of them has had one good start where you say, oh, that's the old Luis Garcia. That's the old Christian Javier. That's the old Spencer Arrighetti. Like, and if they can all keep that up, I mean, all you need is offense.
All you need is offense. All you need is love.
Yeah.
Christian Javier, 6 innings pitched, 0 hits.
I was like sitting there like, is he going to be part of another combined no-hitter?
I mean, that's the not recession indicator. That's the all-in buy everything.
Yeah.
When Christian Javier does what he does and gives up no hits. 6 punchies, 3 walks. De Los Santos gets the win. Kimbrel with the hold, Ort with the save. Caleb Ward, Circle Trust. Had a strong weekend. Has had a strong week.
Is he your 8th
He's
inning
my
guy?
8th inning guy. Caleb Ward is my actually. You know what? I have a heart attack. He's not my 8th inning guy. He is my firefighter. He is putting out fires. He is what Brian Abreu has been.
6th, 7th inning, like if
he's
doesn't matter if it's
Abreu light.
Yeah. No, I mean,
so shout out Tim the Tap Man for.
I think I would agree. I think he joins the it makes it a 4-headed monster again.
Stop. Every time you say that, Medusa cuts off 2 heads, dude.
Look, I'm just saying the benefit of this bullpen, and you can say they were shitty for August, but I think for the most part, the high leverage guys did their job. It was just always the low leverage guys that came in a kind of a blowout and just gave up more runs. But the high leverage guys, this bullpen, obviously you have Abreu in the 9th, you have Hader in the 9th, if you know, whatever. But the rest of the guys, they're very interchangeable, and it gives Joe these weapons where if there's tough lefties coming up, there's tough righties coming up, you can trust Caleb Bort if they're righties, you can trust Okert if they're lefties, you can also trust King. Ish.
Flip a coin.
So it gives Joe these great weapons. So I mean, all in all, this team is looking incredible. The big thing is you have to have a lead.
Yes.
In order to use your high leverage guys to save a game, you have to score some runs. And even yesterday, they managed to score runs, but it was still frustrating.
Still very frustrating.
The multiple innings where they could have scored, they could have broken it open with 2, 3, 4 runs, and they scored 1 run in 5 innings in a row.
One away. one run.
It's still frustrating. It's still like,
but trending up.
And the thing we kept saying even earlier in the year, because it's kind of been a wave where early in the year they had the same issue where they kept getting guys on base but not scoring them, and then in June it paid off where they were finally scoring them. I think they were getting on base in the same clip, but they were actually finally driving them in. And so you hope that this trend skips up again, and September is a lot like June, and they can go off. But it's a little frustrating to watch, and I totally get any of the comments, any of the people online being very frustrated. Like, how in the world do we have all these great hitters? As soon as a runner gets on second base, they all look like fucking
like
Miles Straw.
It's like this. We need it to just gel.
Yeah.
It hasn't gelled yet.
It's just as soon as somebody gets on second, they're pressing. I mean,
that
you saw the stat they put up yesterday is like
5 for 42, I think.
when it's like runners in scoring position this last week or something, their chase rate goes from 30% to 48%. So they're clearly
pressing.
Even Jordan yesterday, multiple times, runner gets on second, and you can see him. He's chasing that slider. He's leaning out a little bit more. He popped up a couple times.
Yeah.
It's affecting everybody, and hopefully that's something that comes back to normal.
Just a baseball take. This is just something observing, watching the sport. So I want to jump back into Caleb Bort, but I was on the show and I said Jesus Sanchez is about to go off because of the backside line drive.
Yes.
Proceeds to go off. I think this Astros offense is about to start clicking. I'm not saying go off, but start clicking at a more precedented rate because of Monday's approach of Carlos Correa got a clutch RBI single down 0-2 after punching out twice. That was him not doing too much.
Taking it up the middle.
Taking it right back up the middle. Yordan Alvarez in a clutch situation late in the game. I think it was an 0-1 count. Smacks a ground ball right up the middle. So the approach of pressing and all that happening, 100%. I mean, that's the proof is in the pudding. That's been the last 2.5 weeks. What I saw Monday on Labor Day, we'll jump to that game here in a bit because I still want to get through the weekend, but was an approach of my swing is too big. I just need to bring it back here.
Yeah.
And it happens. It's that pressing moment. Like you start trying too hard. You're gripping the bat a little bit harder. Your swing gets a little tighter. You start getting through the zone later, and you're dragging and all that.
Yeah.
What I saw Monday was a clearly different approach. Obviously, they didn't. We're still looking for the where's that three-run
home run?
And you saw it with Altuve late put the game away late with the home run. But I think Monday's going to be okay. This is us. This is what we do. Let's just go. This has always been us because you're sitting there just racking your brain because you're like, look at our lineup. Our lineup is deep. Our lineup is good now.
Yeah,
right? And there's no offense to any other guys, but our lineup is good now. And you're just sitting there like, why is production not following?
Just takes that one reminder.
Yes.
The one guy to do it, and the rest of the offense is like, oh yeah, that is what we do.
And honestly, maybe that approach going into we're playing the Yankees. Okay. Oh, we're playing the Rangers. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, we have Toronto right after that. We're 2.5 out for the 2 seed going in.
This is the stretch right here. This is almost the season, really. This stretch.
Real quick, back to Caleb Bort. 2 things that stand out on his Savant page. A lot of red, but he is in the top 3% of Major League Baseball expected batting average against with a .194.
Wow.
The other end of that spectrum, and this is kind of when he's on, and when he's off, he's off. He's in the bottom 2% in walk percentage at 13.6. Now, granted, that was early in the season. They're calculating over 160.
No, yeah, I mean that's it. That you're right. When he's on, he's on. When he's off, he's off. When we see him struggle, it's when he's not locating that fastball for the most part.
But the other, and this is where my indication of why he's in the circle of trust right now. Last 30 games, Caleb Bort is 1-1 with a 3.21 ERA. 30 games appeared. 20 innings pitched. He has 10 earned, 17 walks, 33 strikeouts. A whip of 1.25. Last 15 games, a 2.08 ERA. He has appeared in 13 innings, 9 hits, 3 earned, 10 walks, 18 strikeouts, a whip of 1.46. His last 7 games, a 1.42 ERA.
Okay.
In 7 games, 6.1 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned, 5 walks, 11 strikeouts, a 1.58 whip. So if you're looking at that, he's trending with his ERA. He's trending with his innings pitched.
Just the walks.
His walks are kind of fluctuating at the same amount.
Yeah.
Strikeouts are trending up. If we get that whip down to 1.4, 1.3.
That whip is all about the walks, though.
Yeah.
He's not really allowing a ton of hits. It's
not like
staying in the zone, trusting his stuff, which comes with pitching more. So as we're getting later in the season, I mean, you can see his last few outings. He trusts that fastball. Looks like he trusts, I can throw this 97, 98 up in the zone, and they're going to miss it.
Yep.
And that's almost everything especially with a power pitcher. As soon as you start doubting, oh yeah, I got to throw 97, 98, but they keep hitting it. Like, I got to start nibbling. I got to start like, I have to miss up in the zone. I have to miss here. I got to make sure I don't leave it over. And then you get in your head, and then that's where it falls apart. But he looks great right now.
Let's just combine the weekend games because the story is the same in both days.
Yeah.
Your starting pitching was dominant.
Yep.
And they pitched, and the bullpen pitched like they could not give up a run because they had no trust in the offense on those 2 days. Spencer Arrighetti, 6 1/3, 1 hit, 1 earned, 8 punchies, 5 walks. We got to cut that number down. But another positive start for Spencer after the previous one on last Sunday against Baltimore.
Yeah.
You had King, Okert, Kimbrel, and then Brian Abreu had a blow-up. It happens. He's been elite since he's been thrusted into these high-leverage situations. It happens in baseball. It just happened to happen on Saturday night.
Yeah.
3 earned, 4 hits, only 2 strikeouts and 2 walks.
Was that a save situation, or was that
It
just holding
was a hold because it was 1-1 because the Astros offense again struggled mightily against 90-year-old Kyle Hendricks, who they made look like Greg Maddux. A game where they had a ton of traffic, they couldn't get a big hit. It just didn't happen.
Of all the pitchers the Astros faced so far this homestand, Yusei Kikuchi, who's clearly the best out of those, was the guy that they tagged for 5 runs.
Yep.
Make it make sense.
I would say Soriano's probably their best they faced on Sunday.
Stuff-wise, yeah.
Stuff-wise.
Yeah.
Name-wise, it's going to be Kikuchi.
Well, Kikuchi has better stats, right, I think.
But Soriano, he's an arm. I just wish he was an Astro.
Yeah.
7 innings pitched on Sunday against the Astros. He gave up 1 hit, struck out 8. Hunter Brown gets tagged with another loss. Only, he went 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 earned run, and 5 punchies, lowered his ERA to 2.34. And just kind of crazy that he can't buy a win. The offense has kind of hurt his Cy Young candidacy because wins matter apparently to the old baseball writers.
When's the last time you looked at Hunter Brown's Savant page?
It's probably as red as the Red Wedding. Oh, Daddy.
It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. Looking like Hunter is going to need a miracle to
I'm sorry. I failed everyone.
That Cy Young.
It was the right play.
It's not your fault.
It's the right play.
It's Tarek Skubal being absolutely incredible. It's also, sorry to talk about it, but Aroldis Chapman he might
backdoor Cy Young.
We might have a problem. I don't think he's going to backdoor Cy Young.
I think
we looked at the stats yesterday. For him to get close to Gagne's year and combine that with how much better Gagne was than the starting pitcher that got second, he's not quite there. He hasn't pitched enough innings. But what I'm worried about is Aroldis sneaks in there and takes Hunter Brown's top 3 Cy Young votes. That gets us the pick. That's what I'm worried about.
I didn't even think about that.
We got to make sure that Hunter Brown is higher up on that pecking order than Aroldis Chapman.
Do you not think Chapman and Crochet Vulture votes off each other?
That's a good point.
Okay. That's
it's really going to be those. We talked about it last week. I was like, after Hunter Brown, starting pitcher wise, it's a fall off.
Yeah.
So Hunter Brown, he's a lock for those top 3. And then now you're looking at what Chapman's doing. He might sneak in there. I don't know. He has a 1 ERA. 1. But what's crazy is outside of saves, he's right there with what Stanek was doing a couple of years ago, and nobody was paying attention to that nationally. Didn't even get an All-Star game. But yeah, Hunter Brown's right there. He's going to need the other pitchers to fall off and just keep doing what he's doing. I mean, he's
got what?
Incredible.
5 more starts probably?
Yeah, at least 4.
Yeah.
2.34 ERA, 27 games started. I mean, that's 161 innings pitched, 182 Ks. Incredible. I mean, one of the best. We've been spoiled as Astros fans with pitching.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's forever. I mean, going back to the Mike Scott days and everything, we've been spoiled.
That's
but for most teams, like that is one of the best pitching years in a lot of franchises history.
I think you can almost. I mean, look at the golden age, right? It went from Keuchel to Verlander, Verlander to Cole, Cole to Verlander, Verlander Framber, Framber to Hunter.
Yeah,
like
the Astros have been blessed. Even when they were bad, you had Wandy Rodriguez throwing it.
Yeah, I mean, just in the scope of the golden age.
And then you go back to Clemens and Pettit and Oswalt. Yeah, Shane Reynolds, Mike Hampton. I mean, the Astros have had a long history of really good starters. So
you know what? One Astro pitcher, I want to get him on the show just because I loved him as a child. Wade Miller.
Yeah,
I loved Wade Miller.
Yeah, I did too.
It just seemed like he pitched always against the Cubs and the Brewers.
We could probably get Brandon Becky.
Probably, yeah, back.
But yeah, I think we shouldn't. We can't overstate how incredible Hunter Brown has been. I don't know where the Astros would be without him.
Not here.
I mean, if you told me back in 2022 when he was his rookie year, when he was pitching a little bit in the postseason and got to start, oh yeah, he's going to be competing for Cy Young in 3 years, I'd be like, that's the ceiling. That's
ceiling is the
that
roof.
Is exactly what you hope for when you're seeing him as a prospect coming up. You're like, oh, maybe that guy can be an ace one day. Oh, he is. He arrived. He's an ace. He is.
You know who
competing for Cy Young.
And you said this on a live, and just saying this for the recording. This is your take. The next man up in that is Mr. AJ Blueball, I think. A guy who's I'm not saying he's going to be a Hunter Brown ace. I'm not saying that. I'm saying a guy who, wow, on the Astros 2025 team, AJ Blueball threw 20 innings?
Yeah.
Like in 2027, you're going to be like...
He threw like 2 innings in the ALDS?
Yeah.
Like what?
That is that guy that is in that same scope. And on Sunday... This was one of the this is kind of what set me off, because obviously negative Dez, if you haven't been watching the lives, that's what I am for the rest of the year, because when I'm negative, good things happen. When I'm positive, bad things happen. I was ready to call the United Nations, call a coup de force, because AJ Blueball pitching the 9th inning in a game,
right?
Because you knew Luis Garcia was pitching Monday.
When you threw both your long guys the day before. I still don't understand.
I was like, okay.
It still seems like a bad process.
It was a horrible process. And the reason why he pitched is because Lance McCullers Jr. looked really good for 1 inning out of the bullpen for the first time.
Yeah. Second inning was terrible. The first inning the first inning was good because the results were positive in the sense of not giving up any runs, still 24 pitches in 1 inning. You just can't. And this is what my argument to all the people like, put Lance in the bullpen. The whip is too high, and there's too many non-competitive pitches for a guy to be thrown in a game to do that. Yeah.
Now, saying that still, Hunter Brown, Lance McCullers Jr., and AJ Blueball combined for 3 earned runs. And they pitched 9 innings. That should get the job done.
Absolutely.
On the macro. The micro of it was... There may need to be a hard conversation about a guy that will never have to pay for a drink in Houston or a meal because of his success here in a very small window. We wanted obviously more, but he has a month to figure it out of the bullpen. I mean, and also he threw 2 innings on Sunday. He's down for 3 or 4 days. Like, he's still a starter in the sense of
it's tough. It's like
he can't bounce back. So what
value is?
What is your value? What is your role? Like, if you are the long guy, if you are going to be that kind of, I guess, that Montero role, but in multiple innings.
Yeah.
But you can only do that once a week. Is there not someone else on the bus that could?
I mean, AJ Blueball is the guy.
But I'm saying someone else other than like a guy that I can count on.
How
3 times in a 4-game set? Like,
what percentage confidence are you at that Miguel Uala couldn't come up and give you exactly the same thing, if not better?
I think he 100% could. I just don't think they wanted to start the clock.
No, I get that. Yeah. I mean, well, it's September call-up, so I mean, it wouldn't even start.
Well, you can only do 1 pitcher and 1 hitter, so I guess
it was AJ. I
guess AJ's the guy.
Oh, just if you dropped, I'm just saying, like, you're exactly right. Like there's probably 3 to 4 guys in AAA that could give you exactly what Lance McCullers is giving you right now. And that's tough to say. I'm one of the biggest Lance defenders I've been all year.
And the
stuff is still there. Like the stuff still. The problem is
there.
The stuff is still moving. He just doesn't know. He just doesn't know where to get it. I still trust in Lance in that. I don't know if I trust him this year, but I do think a full off season of being healthy and a full spring training that he could come back next year and find it. I'm not saying like. I don't want to be like, oh, let's release him.
Yeah.
And then we watch him next year have a very solid year with some team, and I'd be extremely frustrated. I just think there has to be they've got to find some sort of answer with that.
Yeah. And I agree. But yeah, using AJ
that made no sense
in
to
the
me.
ninth.
You couldn't throw De Los Santos for 1 inning.
Or just say, Lance, you got to eat another inning. But
you're down. Yeah.
But
that was weird.
It
worked out because Luis was good.
It worked out. Luis Garcia, a guy I was tough on, the guy I've been tough on for a while.
Very tough on.
That had to feel like winning the Powerball. A 2-year, almost 2.5-year recovery time to go out there, pitch 6 innings.
I mean, you talked about Jason Alexander pulling a Zach Greinke. Luis is following those footsteps. His stuff is not jumping off the page.
Yeah.
He's not throwing 95 anymore. But he's finding ways to keep hitters off balance. A lot of pop-ups. A lot of guys getting under balls or over balls. A lot of, I don't know how many Ks he ended up with, but
he ended up with 6.
I mean, it's pretty solid. I mean,
he
was just finding ways to keep hitters off balance, which he was pitching. Which is exactly what you want to see from a guy coming off injury. I don't want to see a guy coming off injury trying to pump a fastball as hard as he can, walking 10 guys and causing issues. He came in, he knew he was confident in his stuff, and maybe that's why they gave him those extra starts in AAA. They wanted him to have some more runway to be confident in his new delivery and what his stuff is now post surgery.
Hey, also
he looked good.
He looked good. Like he looked in shape.
He looked great.
He looked great.
He's always a big guy.
Yeah,
he's a tall guy, so like. Hey, his weight looked good on his frame.
9 rehab starts in the Texas heat will get you right, dude.
Yeah,
it'll get you right.
He looked, way different than he looked 3 months ago.
Yeah, he looked right. 6 inning pitches, 3 hits, 3 earned, 6 punchies. One of the things that I was like, oh shit, the third time through, Neto gets him. Joe Adell goes Jorge Soler onto the train tracks, and all of a sudden it was, want me to keep going? They jumped out to a lead. I was like, okay, maybe Luis is just not a third time through because he's not throwing 95. He's he's spinning his fastball. He is locating with his off speed. And then they let him go through again, and I was like, I don't like this at all.
Yeah,
and just infield pop up, strikeout.
And I was better.
I was like, holy shit! And
he made they made an adjustment to him, and he made an adjustment back.
The one thing that I was watching throughout. And obviously the velo is going to tick up, and it's if that velo ticks up, call the mayor. If that velo ticks up,
if he could set 94,
call the mayor, because his shape of his off speed held. It was tight, the spin was there, and it stayed through 6 innings of that tightness of his pitches. So that's what I was looking for. Absolutely thrived. Ort came in, Brian King came in, and Kimbrel. Kimbrel loves to give up some hits and some walks and puts himself in a high pressure situation. It feels like his whip's like 2.5 or something crazy like that. Still hasn't not, knock on wood, given up a run yet.
I mean, it's only one start.
Yeah, and there could be a clunker next week. We saw like Javi, right? Like the bad 3-inning game, and then he had the shit start, literally the tummy issues start. I'm not expecting Luis Garcia to replicate this. I just want him by mid to late September. Be like, oh, he's trending up. Like what we're seeing from Javier, what we're seeing from Spencer.
Yeah,
that's the kind of path I see him on. And if he bounces back next week and still does it again, I'm like, okay, let's fucking do it.
It's only one start. so you can't put too much into the stats and the averages. But half his savant page is extremely red. He's right there with the expected batting average, the exit velo, the chase percentage, the K percentage. Obviously, he didn't walk anybody. Hard hit percentage is there. Yeah.
There's so many Luis Garcias.
There's multiple Luis Garcias, but I'm excited. It makes me very excited about this next stretch. Coming to the end of this, we have one last piece of business to do.
We do, but before that,
okay.
Tony Adams tweeted this out before this is just the August numbers. Obviously, September Stros are different. August Stros are very much, we've seen it year in, year out in the Golden Age. Kind of get by, hey.
Dog days.
Kind of like I'm graduating 2 weeks. I C's get degrees. I'm good. September Stros are different. The numbers, we may have to put like an explicit warning sign on this one. Astros offensive leaderboard for August, minimum 10 plate appearances is from Tony Adams at Adams_AT on Twitter.
Okay.
Iron Man had all the data. Yordan Alvarez in 22 plate appearances has a 183 WRC plus. Do you want to say what WRC plus is for everyone out there?
Weighted runs created plus.
And that metric is?
It factors in basically the runs you create as a hitter, independent of anything else, and then it also factors in your park factor.
So it's probably the purest form of baseball stats, where 100 is league average. Victor Caratini on the month, a 129 WRC plus with an 802 OPS. Christian Walker, a 126 WRC plus with an 829 OPS in August. That's in 113 plate appearances. Carlos Correa, 120 WRC plus, a 772 OPS and 116 plate appearances.
You got him for nothing?
Ramon Urias, who showed on Monday that deserves to get...
And that's before yesterday, right?
Before yesterday. Probably deserves to be your...
Well, yeah, yesterday was September 1st.
I think he's taken over the Dubon role with these stats and what he did.
Absolutely, I agree.
Ramon Urias, a 113 WRC plus, a 762 OPS and 60 plate appearances. Jeremy Pena, 104 WRC plus, a 736 OPS, 113 plate appearances. Had a big Monday. I still think he's a little hurt.
Yeah, he's still kind of working his way back.
Jesus Sanchez, a 97 WRC plus, so 3 below league average, 708 OPS and 93 plate appearances. And this is where it begins to where the August was bad.
Yeah.
Jose Altuve, 92 WRC plus with a 695 OPS and 118 plate appearances. Yainer Diaz, 84 WRC plus, a 676 OPS and 94 plate appearances. Mauricio Dubon, a WRC plus of 38. Yeah. Batted OPS of 504 and 84 plate appearances.
It's not good.
And now the concoction of the outfield, just kind of all these guys were playing and a smorgasbord of plug and play. Chas McCormick, a 67 WRC plus and 32 plate appearances with a 591 OPS. Taylor Trammell, 36 WRC plus, a 462 OPS and 37 plate appearances. A 28 WRC plus for Cam Smith and 75 plate appearances. 447 OPS. And Jacob Melton, who's been playing day in and day out over the last 3 weeks, a negative 24 WRC plus.
I don't think I've ever seen a negative.
With a 258 OPS and 37 plate appearances. You get 200 points for writing your name on the paper.
Yeah, his when your OPS is lower than other guys in your lineup's batting average,
it's not good.
I had a tweet about it and I talked about it on the live. I just think I think he's going to be sent down probably immediately as soon as Jake is ready. I still trust in him in the future.
Hope.
But he has an 81% ground ball rate.
Crazy.
So the average is 40%. So basically, he either strikes out or grounds out to second, basically every time. And that's just a real tough rut to be in. And I think he could use going back down and feeling the ball come off his bat with a good launch angle. I don't think we see him again this year. But I still trust that he could have a good spring and be a guy in the future. I just think it's not working right now, and you can't afford to keep throwing him out there.
Yeah.
In center field. Yeah, as bad as it is, I'd rather have Dubon, because Dubon's, what was it, a 38 OPS or runs created plus?
WRC
That's
plus.
still better than Jacob Bell. That's still, that gap from -24 to 38 is the same gap from like Yainer Diaz to Jeremy Pena. Like it's a big gap.
The problem is this: you had that non-existent production in center field coupled with non-production in right field.
Yeah, it's a bad combination.
Non-production of behind the plate and league to below average with Jose Altuve, and then everyone else was turning up.
Yeah.
So like you had like when you look at August, you're like, okay, yeah, I see that when you zoom out. But now
pockets. It's like bad pockets in the lineup.
Yeah. Now, September Astros, you slot in Jake Myers in center field. You just, even if he's league average, it is a trend up from what you've been getting for the last month.
Raise your floor.
Yes. The ceiling is the roof. And now your only question mark is, okay, a bad approach behind the plate, but okay, live and die by it.
Yeah.
Ramon Urias is probably going to play a lot of second. Jose Altuve and him are going to, and Altuve is not DHing, he's going to be at second. Now right field's your only kind of question mark, and you just hope that one of Trammell, Chaz, Dubon, Cam Smith emerges as a guy in September going into October. So I would like to just have the last 3.5 weeks be a shuffle of who's in right field. And if that's the only conversation we're really having with the lineup, that's a pretty good spot to be in, because a lot of teams are kind of thinking more gaps to fill than most. So,
well, the interesting stat here,
that's your August Stros.
The OPS for the Astros in May, 769 as a team. June, 724, even though that was their best month. July, 752. They're the second best of the year. August, 679. So clearly there was an issue. It was the hitting. One game in September, it's 1054. So they keep that up. They keep that up. We're good.
September Stros.
Speaking of August,
I
think I hear a dog somewhere in the building.
Who let dogs out?
Dog of the month.
Dog of the month.
I have mine right off the bat. I'm going to steal them.
Okay.
I'm going first.
Inaugural, weekly, monthly.
I have the first round draft pick.
Dog of the month presented by you, right here.
We should get like a dog, like one of those companies that goes around and
Farmer's dog
picks up.
That was free ads.
I was just thinking of one of those companies that goes around and
poop scoops.
Yeah, poop scoops for rich people or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey,
possibly
you. My dog of the month, Jason Alexander. Sorry. Sorry, you got scooped. You got poop scooped for dog of the month.
Poop scooped, sniped in the draft. Jason Alexander.
Yeah.
You have his monthly numbers?
I do.
Oh wow, that is a damn good pick. A guy who I've been negative, waiting for the shoe to drop. Waiting for
You were at some point. You fell in love with him, though.
I know. I am. I am in love with him. I'm just very nice. That's why I think I'm just so infatuated with the Zach Greinke comparison, because I was very much for 3 years waiting for just to be like, I told you guys, Zach Greinke doesn't have it anymore, and
you ready?
That took 3 years. But Jason Alexander has just been a stud.
29 innings pitched. Only 6 walks with 26 Ks. A whip of .96 and an ERA of 2.17. That's a dog.
That's
your dog. That's my
dog.
dog. 3-0.
That's a strong dog.
Taking no L's.
That's a strong dog.
Yep. So who do you got? I just got. I had the thought. I was like, who am I going to go with? Because he's probably going to go Jason. You know what? I'm taking Jason Alexander.
I want Iguodala. I want Iguodala.
It's all yours.
I'm going to give honorable mention to this guy.
Okay.
a guy that has been a punching bag, who's had, honestly, low-hanging fruit on Twitter trolls and incels to bag on this guy, a guy that for the last 3 months has been what you spent your money on, and
Yeah.
I think he's going to have a big September and October. My honorable mention is Christian Walker, an 829 OPS, and 113 plate appearances, slugged 520, in August. WRC plus of 126, like we said earlier. I just want him to get some roses because he's played a stellar first base all year. His offense from the Southwest graphic that we did has honestly, he's been great. So
Yeah.
He's my honorable mention, but I'm gonna go
8 tanks.
8 tanks. You
Yep.
take those. You take those, especially with an offense that doesn't have a lot of those. I'm gonna go with Guy. There's a guy here.
There's a guy.
There's a guy here. I only have his last 7 games started. I think he probably pitched 6, but I'm just taking his last 7. He had an ERA of 1.69. He went 1-3 in his last 7 games started. 42 innings pitched,
I know who that is.
8 earned, 38 strikeouts, a WHIP of 1.05. Hunter Brown is my nominee for Dog of the Month. To get the ball every 5th day, top end guy, go toe to toe with Scooble this past month.
Damn.
Really just fight through this adversity of like, hey, your offense is. This is what the offense is for this month, and that's fine. I'm gonna get the ball. I'm gonna go fight like hell.
Jesus.
And a guy that I trust to throw game 1 of the wild card or ALDS, Hunter Brown.
Well, I sniped you, but then I think you swept the leg because Hunter Brown in August, he had 6 starts. I didn't realize he got 6 in under the wire. 37 and 2/3 inning pitch, a 1.67 ERA. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. But you expect it from Hunter. You don't expect it from Jason.
You do. That's fair.
From Mr. Alexander coming in here doing his job. So, who do y'all nominate?
Who do you nominate?
Who do you think who should win the Dog of the Month award? We'll find out.
Let us know in the comments.
But yeah, that's gonna do it.
That's it. Kind of long episode today. We will be back live tomorrow, Wednesday, September 3rd at noon, and then we'll be live at noon, Wednesday, September 5th on Friday for our live shows. Yankee series coming up. Once again, you have Framber and Freed tonight, Jason Alexander and Warren on Wednesday, and then Christian Javier and Carlos Rodon on Thursday. So a lot of good baseball coming up. September Astros are here.
Hey, you know what? Win tonight.
Don't lose tonight. I'm saying negative. Don't lose tonight.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't lose tonight. And then just look, if you win every series from here on out, the math says you're in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good math.
The math is math.
We are a math pod.
We are notoriously known to be really good at math.
What does the math say on where I should go to lunch today?
Math says go to Big City Wings. Houston's wing joint. Paul's wing joint. It's football season. It's baseball season. It's all sport. This is the bet. Look, when the calendar turns over to the Burrs, right? The September,
whole afternoon
October, November. You can
Big City
spend
Wings.
an entire weekend at Big City. You can. I
watch
don't even
every
know if this is
game
possible, but
on every TV.
Sam, I don't even know if this is possible, but we're in green like this. You can take a sleeping bag and just stay at Big City Wings
I should have a little sleeping section.
and just watch football
Yeah.
and baseball till your eyes bleed.
We talked to Sam about getting like a couch at
Yeah.
Big City Wings, so you can
Oh,
really sit like you're at home, just on
Yeah,
the couch, just
like
have a beer and
yeah,
with some
the
wings.
Apollo Lounge at
Oh,
Big City Wings.
all right, yeah, let's keep that cooking.
So head over to Big City Wings, 14 locations, the newest one in Cypress. Head over to BigCityWings.com to find the nearest one to you. And use Zing, we Zang. It's football, tailgating, playoff baseball is approaching. You're going to need your margarita mix. You're going to need your michelada mix. You're going to need your award-winning Zing Zang mix. If you head over to Zing Zang, you go to Specs, Total Wine, HEB, Find the nearest one to you and properly set up your tailgate and your watch parties down the stretch in the Burr months. The best time of the year. Best time
All
of the
right.
year.
That's going to do it. Thank you for watching and listening to Beyond That Podcast. Like you said, we will be live tomorrow at noon. Let's go whoop some Yankees ass.
Just don't lose.
See you tomorrow.
Peace. Love you guys.